Hello and welcome. Just checking my settings. I'm just hoping this doesn't upset it. I've been in twice before and just checked. One thing I didn't realise that was a corn header. Yeah, it really is. As a monster, that's going to take some considerable harvester to actually wield that. At least 400 odd horsepower. So we're going to have to do a bit of testing, like at the end of a session where we don't really lose the money, but we are testing it to see if it actually well, we also need to borrow you. Yeah, I'm not keeping the recordings that I did. I've just pushed that to the max. That's all we really need to. Yeah, there's still a little bit of lag though on the turn rates. Can we recover? We're going to have to go forwards and back on. Lisa, beautiful rice thing, and basically, we've recovered. Wow, that was a bit of a scary moment. Right, we should be able to sit just there. Right, okay, that's just. I know there's a strap here. I remember. Yeah, see, I do have quite. This is not a bad replacement for the TPS. It's a little bit different, but I like its ramps. Its ramps are nice. Not saying I don't like the TPSs either. It's weird. You sort of say these sayings that sort of imply something different to what you really mean, and I don't mean that at all. We may well take a couple of bits of kit whilst we're down here. Two birds, one stone. Yeah, so we can. I would like to buy another fertilizer spreader because we know that they can get away with like doing that trick that they do, that they can like go on the field. So I'm trying to play ultimately realistic. Really, now this is going to probably be a little heavy for it, so we need to be dropping that first, I think. Grabbing that. Glad we've got this. This is for the future. If we can ever afford anything, as I've got to be honest, playing the 3 Let's Plays on hard economy, it really is. I do concur with what I sort of said quite early on, which was I was either silly or. But it's difficult to get used to hard economy. It is, and giving up like early on, I don't think that's the way either. Right, no, that's not going to work. No, I need to stick that on the back. Yeah, let's just repair this quickly and then grab that, and I think we'll. No, I don't think we can. We might be able to fit that on with that as well, and then we could take the hoe on the back because I'm quite glad we've got that. Right, so it's actually more like it there. No, we repaired that last when I came in. Yeah, that's true. You're going to miss that. I came in and it started to judder, so I came out again. But I've discarded that recording, so you're never going to see that one. So I'm not sort of cheating per se. But yeah, the money's down a little. It was 13,000. So we did spend a little bit of cash on. Well, I also was checking to see I'd got narrows on. I'd forgotten that I put narrows on. It's a trouble when you like bombing between like 3 different Let's Plays. Oh wow, it's even heavy on the back. Wow, I suppose it is a fair big. Is it a 9 meter or something? Okay, well I can't really do. Oh, we could really do, yeah. Telehandler, I think. Yeah, because that's got very low central gravity. If anything can get away without a weight, it would be this. Yeah, still a little bit of like juddering on the. I'm trying to adjust. I've tried it with DLSS. Obviously, DLSS is good because it upscales the graphics, which means you're really not. No, I could knock the graphics down a little bit. I am running at like high 4K, so I don't necessarily. I think that's managing. It is. Yeah, that's managing nicely. So I could knock the settings up. I'm running in high 4K. Because it does the pixels the best the game can render them, and then I compress the image to normal 4K, but the actual I was gonna say we're not quite in the range of the thing yet, are we? That's with concentrating. You're not actually paying proper attention. Yeah, I've totally lost my track. Me tack there now. Oh. It's sort of really on the edge of that, actually. It's not quite where you think it is. Yeah, we may as well repair everything. Oh, my life. Yeah, that's not getting any better. It really isn't. It's you just blink, you do a little bit of work, and then like it's just astronomical. So let's run this on. Let's stick that on there as well. I mean, we just got rid of 30. As I say, it's so easy to spend money. It really is. I think a generator is necessary. I think the one we've got is obviously super duper, but I ooh, it's only trouble about low centre of gravity. Ooh, it's doing something strange. Okay, let's see if we can get the... Ooh, okay. Well, that wasn't our fault. No, I'm not taking responsibility for that. We didn't do anything bad at all. Come into Farming Simulator and see all of the fun that we all have to have all of the time. It's complete. It's like a magic kingdom, isn't it? Where just things just go crazy. Now, how are we going to sort that mess out? I mean, it's like 6 foot in the air. Now, you did used to on FS25 allow you still to grab that, but yeah, that is strapped. So I think we're going to have to reset. Oh, if I reset, I'm going to lose me. Oh, okay, yeah, that was... Well, it sort of did the job. It did sort of do the job. Yeah, we need to lift that. That's dragging somewhat. Ooh, okay. Right, now the fun and games are over and we can actually get on with some real work. Sort of. Right, let's put that back down. Let's grab that, which is thrashed. I don't know how on earth. We'll probably flip that with the telehandler. It is true, though, we do really... I was talking last time, which obviously is totally lost now, about the need for something like the big bag handler, because with the best will in the world, you probably could in real life. Yeah, I mean, look, the collisions get in the way, and then, like, it drops off. It's an imperfect system. You can't get underneath it, which you could in real life. You would be able to do that, but oh, hang on, I think we've got it this time. Oh, okay. You can't do it on headers. I tried it for on Riverbend Springs a while back, and you can't. Even though you could get under them, like you could just on that one. I tried for quite a while to get under it, and you can't. So I would love to do it where you realistically can, but I think truthfully, the fact you need straps in the game is a necessity. I remember seeing Mr. CLP on a forestry run, and he got a thing with strap support as well. It was the best that we can sort of manage. It was very good for FS19. Yeah, it was a really large grapple, and he still did the proper grabbing with it as well. Oh, he's pushing them into the ground, but he shouldn't do that. These are ramps, and it's not a mod either. Giants, this is your fault. Definitely, completely and utterly your fault. And if that flips again, I shall be extremely upset. But right, okay, let's get some actual work done, and let's get these across there. And then, oh yeah, we're gonna have to like I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a couple. I might come back and I'll grab the red. Oh, I think I've done this wrong. You have to go sideways. This is where they do that funny flip, because they don't really like being on the forks this way. You can do it the other way, but not this way. It may drop off at any minute. Yeah, well, the good news is at the other end we can actually grab it properly. Yeah, I think we'll take those two. Let's strap everything, and let's send this over to the field, and with the telehandler we'll grab something else, at the very least. We're doing well on equipment on this, but then obviously we're getting some good tick-ups due to the fact that we've got the... Ooh, why did that... Oh! I guess we're taking the hoe then. Decision made, definitely. Oh, do you know, you just know we don't want you. Oh, we want the arrow. Do you know, you couldn't make this up, could you really? It is crazy. Right, so if we stick that about on the edge of our land, just about there. Oh, come on, of course you could have done that. Okay. We know you can go here, so we've done this before. Right, okay, let's grab the telehandler then. Oh, which you have to click off the... Yeah, I'm getting... It is obviously amazing that you do sort of get used to this. Let's grab that off the road, or off nearly on the road. We should be able to manage this. We haven't got a sprayer, so I don't need to worry about that. We could sort of take one of the rice things with us. I think we can probably get away with that. And then if we need that last one, I'll come back and get it. If we like put that, it should fall backwards to us as we move like that, and it should be safe. FS25 was not so good for that. Oh, seriously, I've got to like... Right, okay, this is what reset's for. Even Giants acknowledge the fact that it's not perfect. It's a grand effort to almost be realistic. But what I suppose what my point is, you really do need something like strap support. I think it should be acknowledged, and I think it should be in base game until we can have things where the collisions are perfect and you can go underneath something and grab something. But I still think, because it's not... did we repair that? We did, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I remember the kerfuffle. Right, oh. Why are you stopped? They abandoned ship. It looks very much like it. Right, okay, let's set this one then. That is a good test. Oh, it is going. It's doing some weird little glitch. No, there's no reason that should really glitch, but it obviously is. I can see the wheel going. Blocked by an object indeed. It's a very nice looking hoe. Yeah, we're doing very well on the I mean, we've just blown all of our money on a header, which we can't really use, but then we haven't got a harvester, so it looks like that we are going to be saving up for a big I'm presuming this is going to be a long-term let's play, because really we can't do this short-term. It's just too... Yeah, we're not making very good progress because we're on hard economy. So it really is going to mean, if I'm going to stay on hard economy a lot, that it's not blocked. It's not actually blocked. It's doing something weird. Yeah, it means I'm going to be like staying on the Let's Plays a lot longer if we're going to be on hard economy, because the traction for going through the years is a lot more difficult. Right, I think we're... Oh, no, it's speeding up. I can grab it. No, it's okay. Well, that's one way to do it. We could always grab you because you are absolutely behaving crazily. I'll set this going. We've got 100% fertilisation on the field, so all we've got to do is flood the field. Flood the field. That's going to take hours. It is as well. My bad. At least I remembered in time, though, for us to actually get this done now. Brilliant. So now we're going to have to speed time up probably for at least an hour for us to actually get that done. So we could... Yeah, we really did need some extra fertiliser, but let's put that down and unstrap everything. And we will grab the... Redall and use that super ability of the workers to now then, I don't know that we've got enough. 1,329. I don't think that's going to last, and I do believe this was the last of what we'd got. So now we have two options. There is the MA7 Studios, but I'm not sure how good it is. Oh, hang on a minute, haven't we got a little bit of fertiliser left in that front box? We have. Right, let's set this going. And I'm going to go into a time lapse, I think. Yeah, we're going to get this done, and we're going to get the oats done as well. that we've got. We've got 2 fields. We're not doing terribly. Obviously, equipment is knocking us back. We are now going to need a very large harvester to use the header that we've actually got, or lease every year, one or the other. So right, we can actually go onto the field with this. It's the bread all that's the problem. Right, set that going. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. While that's doing that, let's have a quick look at the see if we do need it on them all. Just want to look at the fertilising state on both. I'm sure it's only 50, but it'll not waste. Oh, mind you, it might do its base game, isn't it? Yeah, no, it is. It's and oh, we're going to need to weed on both, aren't we? We need to check. Let's jump out into the fence. And let's drop that back. What kind of weed are we talking? Do you need to go to the... No, that's strange. Yeah, the additional info, it says... Weed medium. Right, fantastic. That means we can actually do it. So we're also, yeah, we've got that one in play to begin with, haven't we, on field 25, so we can't really do anything until that is finished. So we'll crack on. Go back into the time lapse. We'll get this done, that done, and then we're going to get the weeding done on both fields. So do we get another tractor with narrows? I think we've got to. I don't think we can... I'd imagine the fence probably... could have narrows. Let's go back to the shop and let's get cracking. Yeah, so basically I would imagine that going forwards, if I'm going to stick to the hard economy, which I'd like to, I know most content creators play on normal, but I'd like to play realistically, and the most realistic setting of them all is the fact that the economy on hard economy is the closest to real life. So as I know myself, if you're on easy, it really is easy. If you're on normal, it's easy, really, as in, like, it's easy is too easy, normal is easy, and hard is hard, and it really is, but it's exponentially harder, really, on hard economy, because the knock-on effect of you not earning, you're sort of like struggling to earn, and that really is true. It takes some adjusting. Well, I love those indicators, very nice vent. Yeah. Also grab something up. Let's just see. Not sure. It's a middle-sized vent. If it was one of the biggies, they don't always. Well, unless they're modded, and then they usually do. Right. So, oh my life! Seriously? Whoa! Oh, please don't ruin my game again by juddering and sending it to the wheel setup. Oh, narrows. You can. I think these are the horrible ones. Oh, it has as well every time you go in there. This is ridiculous. You shouldn't have to keep, like, every time you go in the garage. Oh. It's almost unusable. But it's only when you go in there that it actually affects things, so... Sort of does something strange to the graphics driver. And I didn't have this when I had... again, this is another thing that you often have to do in the early days, and that is actually find the settings that work with the game to begin with. Now, I've got to be honest, as much as DLSS does weird things to the ground layer and colours, some of the colours are a bit glitchy, I never had any issue with performance. Whereas this is definitely... just see if it settles down. Seems to have like a knock-on effect to the graphics driver. I mean, it has been bad from day one, but it usually settles down. Whereas the minute, maybe it's beginning to... it's more juddery than it was before, though. But it is, I think, to begin with the first sort of few weeks, you sometimes have to, while Giants iron things out, just find this best setting, even if it means the content's it's not turning properly. Whoa. Whoa. It's like got a lag. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Right, okay. Let's, I'm going to restart the Giants engine again, because this is unusable, so I'm going to see you shortly. But it's important, I reckon we could do it. I reckon we might just about get this done. Yeah, I've altered my graphics a little bit. I've taken away certain details, but I like to have max detail so that it looks as realistic as we possibly can have it. So I've only tweaked a few things to, instead of ultra high and high, it's like high. And like the one thing that I've used to do a long time ago was clouds. I used to switch to, because I've got to be honest, although we don't look up that often, so they're on high. I used to have them on like very low in FS25, but they're on like high, so they're like not quite as realistic as you like. But for a passing glance, which is what you usually do, unless I draw your attention to the clouds, you're not really going to pay much attention to the clouds, because I'm usually trying to have my field of view really quite low, so they're only in the background always. So I thought that was something. I've also tried to do the draw distance so that it's not ultra far, the circle that follows you sort of thing that draws. I've limited that a little to try to make the frame rates and the graphics good. There may be a slight, so it's DLSS again, back to that, because it seemed to be the best performance, and I thought, well, as a test, let's try and go into the game without restarting the engine. So in other words, this has recovered from the what had happened. So let's just see. Yes, no, you are fantastic. Right, let's go grab the fence, and we're going to grab the hoe, and we're going to hoe the two fields. Yeah, so there's a very slight, and it is slight, I've got to be honest, it's still quite a good resolution. So I think we're going to need a weight as well, although I think the hoe will be alright once we're down. Yeah, so well, it said weeds are medium, so really we should be alright. We're not, if they were large, then normally I'd say it seems to be hoes are the new weeders, because what I found was, unless you're going to preemptively, which I sort of said I wasn't going to do anymore, although I have actually done. Oh, our field is looking fairly good. I'm going to leave this here because we don't really need it at the minute, and there's definitely not much room. Now we're going to see if the seeder will seed, because really it's being flooded. It might, if it has a quibble and says no, I can't do it, then that's all good. Let's grab that off. We don't want to be like bashing things around. Yeah, in fact, let's stick it a little bit close to the edge of the field and be sensible. Yeah, so my sort of getting back to what we were talking about before, we were rudely interrupted by something like graphics. Yeah, the Let's Plays, I think, also I would appreciate your feedback on whether you think, I mean, I'm trying to do this, but it's like a lot of my ideas, I like to be very, very realistic, and I get people view the videos, but I sort of like wonder, well, they don't necessarily get them come back, so I'm like thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? You know, like what... I get a lot of good comments from people, but then there's a lot of people come and go, and you like think, well, what am I doing wrong for people not to? I know not everyone likes long time lapses, but I suppose that's sort of going against the channel's what I actually stand for, what I've always said, which is the fact that I think I'm scraping a bit on the ground. I do like to have my work. I like to have dynamic sessions, as I've always sort of spoken about, which basically means I like to show you my work. I like to prove that what I've done, what I said I've done, and I know I'm not calling the other content creators liars. What I'm trying to say is in this age of science and all the rest of it, I like to show that I did it, that there is, I mean, it's true. I mean, I know of all, I mean, I've created that mod from the in-game mod. You can do all manner of things and wizardry, and there are some really clever people on the game, modders and all the rest of it, that you could soon play around with settings and do whatever you liked, really. So let's get this going. I think this will be okay. I think the mechanics will be absolutely fine with saying it's I think if I left it without water for very long, that would be something different. Let's just see, am I right? Is he going to like plant in that semi-flooded field? And the answer to that question is you were absolutely spot on right. Excellent. I do like to be right. I'm not right very often, but I'll take it when I can get it. Right, I think we've got enough. I would say we've got enough rice this time. Now, obviously the field as well. Yeah, the other thing is you cannot extend a... I think we could stick the vegetable planter on the front, and I think we'll probably... Yeah, I was talking about this on Riverbed Springs, about sometimes farms having to improvise, and that's why I really like to not just give in and like... Yeah, and not just like... But it's true. But I mean, the telehandler's obviously got its super ability to be able to... right, we don't want to be working on the same field as the fertilizer spreader, because he will creep up behind me and clock me one. But yeah, I'm loving where we are. We have made progress. We've got 3 fields instead of the one that we started with, and it's still going even with that generator, because I've got to be honest, as good as it is, it's not super duper. It's not. Most months it's actually quite reasonable. So I keep forgetting I've got that mod on, so just cancel my I think is this a 12 meter? It's quite, I remember it's quite a beast. Yeah, I think it is. That looks like a 12 to me. No, that was up. Right, I'm going to say my words there. This is going to take a while. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. coming out of the session because I think I've got to go. I keep doing that. Yeah, I've not got time to this. So when we run out of this 3 litres, I'm gonna like come back next session and carry on from this point. But I don't really want to I don't think we're quite gonna do it. It's gonna be very close. There's a couple of little tiny patches where I've missed a couple of little tiny bits that I'm not worried about. If we do this major line and we do it, then as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy. Yeah, there's a couple of little where you miss a couple of tiny little things. Well, c'est la vie, really. But if we can get this line done, I'm just watching the last little bit of green. There was a tiny bit just here. We might actually, yeah. There's a where you've just missed like a couple of tiny little bits, and it works quite well. It knows it doesn't like just plant the entire line. It just plants the little tiny bits where you need it. So I think that is about as close to the bone as you can get. I think there's another little bit just down here. I could see that I missed where you're not quite on the edge. I do quite find this quite therapeutic. I really am quite enjoying myself doing this. I can actually see myself there. That's why I really do love this game. It's non-violent. There's no occult, no badness. It's all just good, sort of clean, and yeah, it does sort of bring to light the job that the farmers do, unsung heroes, without which we wouldn't be fed. A very, very important thing that all of us really need, and I'm quite sure there's not many people would argue. Now they're all good. Let's just whiz over the field and just see if there's any. Let's do this the old school way and just check my lines by looking at them. That's a bit. No. It's just it's not. You don't always get the straw bits. I think there's a couple of little tiny sprigs missing there, which. So we've got another pot left for next year, like we did this year, really. Ooh, I think there's a bit just down here. Yeah, I've got to get better at this, like not letting the workers take over. I press the buttons too quick, and I press B instead of like a bumper B. Right, this is going to be close. If it runs out, it runs out. Yeah, well, it will run out, but you know what I mean. I don't think I've missed too much. Yeah, some of it you look like you missed it, but you haven't. But I think I've missed a bit there. And I think I missed a bit here. But I think I'm happy with that. Yeah, definitely. It's not perfect. There's a few little, but you could go on and on and on, and it wasn't always taking it out. So. Right, so then, yeah, I'm, hopefully you'll join me next session. Yeah, well, we're going to continue, and I think we've done all the jobs. Let's just have a quick look at what we have done this session. This was why I think it's an important session, because you can see all that you've done. We did, if we just switch the needs ploughing off, and the mulched, we've completely fertilised, absolutely. I don't know whether these are weeds or, but I didn't keep going over them, but if that's it, then there's a few stones where I did that little bit that got missed. So we really have. I think we need rolling. Yeah, I was going to say I think the needs rolling. We still haven't got a roller. We've done everything as far as I'm concerned that's important. I will ask the shop to pick this up off camera, and we will go through the months until they're ready for harvest. I'm trying to like keep this going sort of quite quickly so that we're flowing through the events of what's happening on the farm, and we can grow and all the rest of it, but it's dynamic and it's not like belaboured or anything like that. So yeah, all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.